We are talking housing starts, and we have a little bit of a mixed bag for May. We have some downward movement for the latest numbers in May, but as you can see, there has been an upward revision for March and April's numbers. Now, it's a little bit of a mixed bag, as I mentioned, because when you look at housing starts on a month-to-month movement, there is a lot of volatility. So it's important not to get too caught up in 1 month of movement, but look at the overall trend. And when we look at the overall trend, this red line here, the 6-month moving average, we have a little bit of upward movement. So it's going to be very telling when we get next month's June data of what the first half of 2019 looks like overall.
As an economist, why do you care about housing starts?
We care about housing starts because it's very telling for the overall economy. It has a lot of different ties to different industries. When we look at manufacturing, building materials, of course, real estate and banking, things like that. But it also gives you a good idea of what the health of the overall consumer is.
But this isn't telling the entire picture. You were talking about the housing market's a little different than this picture.
Right, and so right now what we're seeing is that there hasn't been that upward movement that we were expecting in housing starts because there have been a little bit of a sluggish start for the first half of 2019. It doesn't quite reflect the environment for the consumers. We have historically low unemployment and we have historically low mortgage rates. And so these two things combined with overall consumer optimism should lead to some upward movement for housing starts going into 2019.
So as you should be looking at the housing starts, but like you said, that's not going to paint the entire picture for the economy right now.
Correct, not painting the entire picture, and right now we're seeing that there's a little bit of an imbalance with the supply of homes on the lower end of the price scale versus the demand there. There's a high demand for these homes, but builders are really limited on getting these homes out there to these consumers that want to buy.